Hi, I'm Joe Mama Bob, and this is my chunk-locked Tileman, Joe Mama Lock. The rules are simple. To leave our chunk, we have to complete 3 randomly selected chunk tasks. We unlock tiles one at a time by gaining experience. It's a blend of Tileman and chunk-locked accounts. Now, let's get to the episode. In the last episode, we took on the arduous task of 42 cooking, using only raw beef. We achieved that, along with a bunch of combat stat increases. We set ourselves up to complete our last 2 tasks before we roll a new chunk, burning you logs and baking a loaf of bread in Lumbee Castle. So a little bit of an update. I started working on the 60 fire making grind. Actually, we're exactly at 70,000 fire making experience right now. And I realized we had hit the 1,000,000 experience mark and I didn't notice. And rule set says at 1,000,000 experience, we're going to switch to 1,500 experience per tile. So I had 423 tiles. Before I hit that 1,000,000 XP mark, I removed 21 tiles from that, just as a little punishment for going over. And then I added enough bonus tiles to get back to that number, while from here on out, each tile will cost 1,500. So I think I got it worked out, but anyway, so yeah, from here on out, every tile is going to be 1,500 XP instead of 1,000. And then I'm thinking maybe at 5,000,000 we bump it up again, maybe 3,000,000. I'll have to think about it a little bit more, but I'll update you guys once I figure that out. And there is 50 fire making. 10 more to go. And there's 55 fire making. Next stop, 60. So we got an exam random as I was there grinding fire making, and I want to see if I have to unlock tiles to do this, and if so, we're just going to do it because this is a great way to get some agility experience. So let's take a look. Okay, so we do have to unlock the door. I can't remember if it matters which door you use. No, we'll just go this way. It seems like the closest one. Cool. So, used a few tiles, but I think this is going to get us our first agility level. Yes, it is. There's 2 agility. Now we're going to get 20 experience per lamp. That's a big improvement. There it is, 60 fire making. The grind is complete. And now we can complete our task, which is to burn a single yew log. And there we go. That's done. Let's knock that off the list. Awesome. So now that we're done with fire making, the last thing we need to get done is getting some bread dough or a pot of flour, so that we can cook bread right over there on the range. After that, we will roll a new chunk. So back to the imp grind. I'm gonna go grab my iron dagger and my trusty bronze med. Also went and grabbed all my runes so we can grab the imps at a distance if they start running away. I think I'm gonna run over to the magic trainer and grab some more airs. Speak of the devil, on my way over there. There's one. Let's see if we can grab him here. We're back up to 650 tiles, so not a lot of danger of running out of tiles anytime soon, so we're going to be pretty liberal here with using them up to try to get to these imps. We have access to the imp spawn right here from our last grind, so just stand by and grab him as soon as he spawns. I'm expecting this will take about 32, because we can either get a pot of flour or bread dough, so that kind of doubles our chances of getting it. So hopefully this will be a pretty short little imp grind. Combat stats are significantly higher than they were last time we did this from the cow grind, but still very annoying. Takes us a few seconds to kill them. Just enough time for them to potentially teleport away. Oh my god. Decided it might be a good bet to pickpocket some men while we're just sitting here waiting for the spawn, instead of just standing there doing nothing. Work on our thieving a little bit. And there's 6 thieving. Oh man. Love just hitting ones all over the place and then he teleports. Right outside the wall. They love to do that. Wasn't recording, but there's 8 thieving. Just picked up a prayer level, 21 prayer. I think we're well over the drop right now, so we're getting a little unlucky here. There's a chef's hat. I think it's the first time I've gotten that drop. Yep, first time. Who would have thought that cooking bread would be one of the most annoying tasks to get out of this chunk? Oh, God. A potion? Just a generic potion. What the heck is that? Never heard of that. Oh my god, there is bread dough. I was convinced that that wasn't even a drop. Yeah, it's a 1 in 64. So we had basically a 2 in 64 chance, and that took us almost 100 kills. Yeah, we were like 3 times the drop rate on that. Fun times. But we do now have the bread dough. It is time to go cook this freaking bread dough and be done with this chunk. Well, I think we should put on our chef's hat as well before we do this. And there we go. There's some bread. Mission accomplished. We can now check off this last task. Sweet. Now it's time to go roll a new chunk. Here is the current map. We have 3 chunks unlocked. We only have 2 tasks left on the board right now. So depending on what chunk we get, if we have less than 3 tasks, we will continue rolling until we get 3 or more. So it may be that we end up rolling a couple here. We'll see. Depends on what we roll. I haven't really investigated the chunks much. We've got the swamp, we've got more swamp-ish, moving towards Drainer and Wizard's Tower. We've got the mill up there that we could roll. We've got sort of moving up towards... Actually, can I unlock this one? I don't know if this one... Oh, I guess I can. Yeah, I can unlock this. But... Oh yeah, because we could walk through here, I think. So yeah, that'd be moving towards Varrock, however the heck you say it, which would be awesome. We've got the mine, so I'm assuming we'd get some mining stuff, and then Amir's Arena, which I'm pretty sure is a nothing chunk. So, and then of course Al-Kharid, which would be amazing, and would unlock a bunch of stuff. So So yeah, let's give it a go and see what happens. East Lumbridge Swamp. Okay. So cut an emerald, that's been on there for a minute. 15 fishing to catch raw anchovies. I guess we must have unlocked some sort of fishing tool, I will say. Mine copper ore, easy peasy. Yep. Oh, I guess there's a mine down there. Smelt a bronze bar and 30 thieving. And then actually we can complete Misthalin Mystery. So that's cool. So yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tasks. So let's open random.org and roll away. Okay, 6 possible tasks. Let's see what we get. 3, 2, 3, 2, 5. So that's gonna be catch raw anchovies. That's gonna be mine copper ore. And it's gonna be 30 thieving, it looks like. So the 30 thieving will take a minute. The rest should be pretty quick. For fishing, we need to get down to the fishing tutor, which is all the way the heck down here in our brand new spanking chunk. So luckily we have a ton of tiles, so we're gonna end up using a lot of them to get down there. And then we also need to get to the mining tutor, I believe. Yeah, either way we need to get there because that's the only place we have to do any mining. We can also get a pickaxe for free there, although we can get one from the axe shop or somewhere over here, I guess. So that's objective number 1. Get down there, get to the fishing tutor, get to the mining tutor. In addition, we need to get 30 thieving. I believe the only way to get thieving experience for me right now is to continue thieving men. So yeah, we'll just do that. Might take a minute, might not, I don't know. But anyway, let's get to it. Let's start with getting down to the tutors and see how many tiles we end up using up. Well, one nice thing is we'd already unlocked a lot of this to get to the U, so now we just need to follow that path down to the tutors. So let's just walk to the gate here first of all. Let's try to keep our path as straight as possible, I think. So why don't we go like this? Whoa, missed one. Giant rats are new for me also. Alright, there's the fishing tutor. That wasn't as far as I thought, so that's good. Okay. Alright, so he gave me a net, so that's great. Now we can catch shrimp and actually start doing some fishing. Let's get over to the mining tutor as well. I have to make a path that I can actually traverse, or else I'm going to end up wasting more tiles, so. Go here, and we'll kind of get in the middle here. Nice. Okay, so we got a pickaxe and a small fishing net. What a great start. Now we can do some fishing. So if we do get any other cooking related tasks, at least we can do fishing instead of freaking cows. Peaceful. So to get to 15 is only 2,400 experience. That's just about 240 shrimp. And there's 2 fishing, first level in the bag. There's 10 fishing. I think that's about halfway there, maybe a little less. There is 15 fishing, all done. Now we just need to catch an anchovy and we'll be done with that task. And there's our raw anchovy, which is 40 experience. Wow, that's a lot more XP. Cool, done with that one. Next, we just need to mine some copper ore, which should take just a few seconds here. Just a few seconds. There we go. Now we just need to go finish off 30 thieving. 1,500 men. It's actually kind of a lot. I think we can do farmers at level 10 now. Yeah, we can. So we just need to do men for another level, and then I believe we can go find a farmer. I think we have access to those. Well, that literally took about 30 seconds. There's level 10, so let's go see if we can find a farmer. So I'm looking at the map on the wiki, and it looks like there is a farmer here at Grote's farm. There is a farmer here in this field, which we can't actually get into because the gate is outside of our chunk. There's one right here, and there's one up here. So I think the only one we can really get to is right here. I think that's going to be worth it to not have to do men all the way there. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, it's only 842 actions versus 1527. That's a big time save. So we do have a ton of tiles, and that's what they're for. So let's walk our way up there and make this happen. There he is. Curious what his radius is. Dang, he walks pretty far. There's another one over there, too. Yeah, they have a pretty wide radius. This is a little problematic. I think maybe we'll find a way to get back there. Can I go through the house to get back there? Looks like I have to go through the gate here. I think we'll do that. We're gonna end up using a lot of tiles just pickpocketing these guys. Probably gonna need some food too, I just realized. I think for what we'll do for food is probably go grab an axe at some point. And I guess she teleported out of there. And just kill chickens and cook them, I guess, or cows. I don't know. One of the other. So I went back and grabbed a dagger and tinderbox and axe, and we're going to go back to the old cow pen here and get some food that way. What luck, this farmer's just literally standing right there. Right in a corner. Just for me. Get out of here. What are you laughing at? She can't. You can't do it, huh? Just let me record this and then come back. There's 15 thieving. There's 20 thieving. Realize that he spawns in here, so I can kind of trap him in the house here, and then I'm going to unlock all these tiles so I can play on mobile and get more of this done. So anyway, next stop's 25. Wasn't recording, but just hit 25 thieving. Next stop, 30. And there's 30 thieving. Now it's time to roll a new chunk, which will be the first thing we do in the next episode. But first, let's check off our task. Awesome. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing or leaving a like to let me know. I'm also super interested in all your guys' comments. See you in the next one.